If your home contains any of these 9 items, check them right away because they do not just block wealth and prosperity. They can also be the cause of illness, conflicts, and even open the door for misfortune to flood into your home without you even realizing it. Hello, I am Master Elliot, a person who has spent more than 30 years studying and applying feng shui into daily life, helping thousands of people remove bad luck, improve their health, and attract prosperity. Feng shui is not superstition. It is the science of life, energy, and the flow within your home. Everything from the layout, lighting, and placement of objects, all of them are energy currents in motion. If you place even one item incorrectly, even something as small as a decorative piece, you might be unknowingly placing an obstructive energy right in the flow of your wealth. In this video, I will reveal to you 9 decorative items that look beautiful but are actually highly forbidden in feng shui. They do not just drain positive energy, leaving you feeling tired and mentally unsettled, but they can also lead to financial decline, weakened health, and slowly cause relationships to fall apart over time. Do not take your eyes off this video because just by recognizing and changing, you can reignite the flow of good energy and reopen the door of luck for your family. Leave a comment below with the item you suspect might be affecting your home. And if you are interested in living a harmonious and energy-smart life, do not forget to subscribe to Master Elliot Feng Shui so you can receive more practical knowledge to transform your destiny, starting from the smallest changes. So exactly which 9 decorative items are secretly draining your home's energy and inviting bad luck inside? Let us uncover them right now. Number 1. Chaotic and overly complicated wall art. In feng shui, every painting or picture on your wall is not just there to add a touch or to fill an empty space as many people think. It is an energy field, a source of visual energy that directly affects the mood, perception, and even the fortune of the people living in that space. A painting is a mirror of the inner self, and it is also an invisible channel that guides energy. If you choose the wrong one, hang it in the wrong position, or have too many, it will disrupt and block the flow of energy in your home. This is especially true for paintings with dark, gloomy compositions, intense or violent themes, or colors that clash too strongly. They create an unnecessary sense of overdramatic tension in the room. In feng shui terms, this is a sign of positive energy being overpowered by chaotic, stagnant energy. When the mind is not calm, you easily become fatigued and indecisive. In modern life, just one wrong financial decision can have serious consequences. Your money might not be stolen, but it could quietly slip away before you even say goodbye. There is another point. Having too many paintings is like information hoarding. Each painting is a visual signal, and when they bombard you all at once, your mind cannot relax. Imagine sitting in a living room where 5 paintings are all clashing over colors and themes. Can you truly rest, or do you feel a little irritated the moment you sit down? So how do you fix this? Very simple. Instead of turning your wall into a speed painting gallery, choose just a few pieces that have depth and radiate positive energy. Nature scenes are a safe and effective choice. Trees, rivers, clouds, and skies. These elements help energy flow gently and smoothly through the home. Each time you look at them, it is like breathing in fresh energy through your eyes. Also, paintings with simple compositions and harmonious colors help the mind stay stable, which is extremely important when you are making big life decisions. And remember, expensive paintings are not always better. There are artworks worth thousands that can make your home feel colder in terms of energy. And there are ones worth just a fraction of that, which can warm up the whole space because they harmonize with the home's energy flow. True beauty is not in the price tag, but in the feeling it gives you. And in feng shui, that feeling is a strong sign of whether the energy flow is working for you or against you. Number 2, animal skulls. There is a type of decoration that many people, especially those who love a wild cowboy or vintage style, like to display at home thinking it looks cool, edgy, or free-spirited. That is animal skulls. often buffalo horns, cow heads, or even skull replicas mounted on the wall. But in feng shui, this is one of the top items I always advise people to completely avoid. Not because it is ugly in terms of design, but because it represents a type of energy that no one should want to nurture in their living space: death energy. An animal's skull, whether real or fake, whether a preserved specimen or a decorative model, symbolizes endings, loss, and death. In feng shui energy system, it carries extremely heavy, stagnant, and highly negative energy. Where death energy dominates, life energy cannot flow. And when life energy does not reach a space, wealth, health, and emotional well-being all decline over time. In other words, you are living in an energy sinkhole. Some people say it is fine, it is only fake, but remember, feng shui is not measured with machines. It is felt through the flow of energy and the subtle impact on the human mind. If every time you see that object, your subconscious flinches slightly, you shiver a little, or feel a faint discomfort, that alone is enough to create a small disturbance in your energy flow. And small disturbances, repeated daily, will eventually cause big effects. Worse still, items that symbolize death make a space feel cold and distant. They reduce life energy, the sense of vibrancy, warmth, and freshness that a home needs in order to nourish the spirit and fortune of its owner. So if you like a wild feel in your home, is there a way to keep the style without harming the energy flow? Absolutely. Instead of using skulls or death-related decor, choose symbols of life and movement. Images of birds in flight, fish swimming, horses running, or trees blooming. All are auspicious feng shui symbols. They represent vitality, growth, and a continuous, steady energy flow, like a small stream softly winding through every corner of your home. Number 3, empty vases. In feng shui, a vase is not just for sticking a few flowers in. It is a deeply symbolic item representing your mindset, your energy flow, even how you perceive abundance in life. But an empty vase is like an empty cup left out that is never filled with water. It serves no function, has no vitality, and more importantly, it plants a subtle, lingering sense of lack in your subconscious. In feng shui, this is unfulfilled energy, symbolizing missed opportunities, blocked emotional circulation, and sometimes even a gap in financial luck. The danger is you do not notice it logically, but it quietly seeps into your emotions, your attitude toward life, and the way you see everything around you. Every time you walk past an empty vase, your eyes may not focus on it, but your subconscious still registers. Not enough, something is missing, still waiting. Over time, this can make you more anxious, emotionally unstable, or feel as though something is missing from life, even if no one can tell you exactly what that is. I once visited a very successful spa owner whose home was immaculate and luxuriously decorated. But she constantly felt uneasy, restless, and often thought negatively. When I visited her home, I casually asked, "How long has that vase been sitting there without flowers?" She laughed. "Actually, I never put anything in it, just for decoration." Well, just for decoration, maybe, but the energy was left to run wild. Feng shui does not require you to put fresh flowers in daily, but the rule is never leave a vase empty for too long. If you do not use real flowers, at least place something lively in it, like a few decorative dried branches, soft silk flowers, or even just some colorful stones, a ribbon, anything that creates the feeling of being filled. To put it humorously, placing an empty vase in your home and expecting prosperity is like setting a dining table without chairs and hoping your friends will come for dinner. The intention is there, but the preparation is missing. The universe is always subtle. It only visits where it feels genuinely welcomed and fully accommodated. Number 4, fish tanks or water fountains in the bedroom. If there is a feng shui mistake that is both romantic and risky, it is putting a fish tank, aquarium, or even a small water fountain in the bedroom. Many people are enchanted by the sight of water flowing gently, fish swimming gracefully, and think, "Oh, this is so relaxing." But you forget one thing. The bedroom is for rest, recovery, and complete stillness. The clash between water and sleep is a direct energy conflict in the room where you most need tranquility. In feng shui, water represents movement and flow, which is wonderful, but only in areas that require active energy, like the living room, entrance, hall, or garden. When you bring water into the bedroom, you unintentionally trigger a constantly moving energy in a place that should be calm. The result: trouble sleeping, shallow sleep, more dreams, and subtle nervous tension without knowing why. There is also a financial side effect that few notice. In feng shui symbolism, uncontrolled water is often linked to money slipping away. In other words, having water flowing in the bedroom can create the energy of money comes in but cannot stay. Another point is subconscious psychology. The sound of water, even if gentle, is still a constant stimulation for the brain. Even if you think you are used to it and can sleep through it, your brain is still processing that sound all night long. It is like someone politely knocking on your door all night, softly, gently, but never stopping. Over time, this can lead to subtle fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and mild unease after sleep. So if you were thinking of bringing life into your bedroom with a fish tank or mini fountain, let me say this softly but clearly. Everything is beautiful in the right place. Water in the bedroom is no different from having an alarm clock ring all night, quiet but relentless. And you cannot wake up refreshed if the night before was a journey through cold energy among fish. Lights and flowing water. Number 5, thick and dark curtains. If we compare a home to a living body, then the windows are the eyes, the place where light, energy, and opportunities from the outside enter. And if they are the eyes, who would want to cover them with a pitch-black heavy curtain like wearing sunglasses at midnight? Yet many people still prefer thick, heavy drapes in dark gray, deep brown, or even jet black for reasons like luxury, good for blocking sunlight, or keeping privacy. It sounds reasonable, but in feng shui, this is one of the decorating habits that can unintentionally make your house struggle to breathe every day. Thick, dark curtains are a clear sign of energy blockage, meaning they obstruct the natural flow of fresh energy from outside. And in feng shui, energy is not just fresh air, it is also light, positive force, and the good opportunities you need for everything to flow smoothly. A room with overly thick curtains that let almost no daylight in will feel dim and heavy, no matter how many lights you turn on. It reduces the openness of the space, causing the flow of energy to be interrupted and unevenly distributed. This means your home's energy system is clogged right at the entrance. And if the entrance is blocked, no amount of interior arrangement inside can fully fix it. The psychological effect is also clear. You may notice how during long, rainy days with little sunlight, people often feel tired and gloomy. The same thing happens in a room constantly covered by dark curtains. The air feels heavier, emotions get weighed down, and it is harder to feel refreshed or motivated. And when you are not happy or positive, it is difficult to attract good luck or make wise decisions. Another often overlooked point: heavy dark curtains make you lose track of time's natural rhythm. When it is bright and sunny outside, but still dim inside, your body clock, a natural perception, falls out of sync over time. This affects your daily rhythm, work productivity, and even your sense of direction in thought. So if your home has curtains that feel like you are pulling down a winter blanket in the middle of summer, let me gently remind you, keeping things too closed off means missing opportunities. Instead of creating a closed-in feeling, let your space breathe with light-colored curtains, airy fabrics, something that welcomes the morning sun yet softens the afternoon light. When light fills your space, your mood opens up. When energy flows freely, wealth and opportunities can knock on your door more easily. Number 6, fake flowers. In feng shui, anything that is not real cannot produce life energy. And anything without life will inevitably carry stagnant energy. Fake flowers do not grow, do not wilt, do not change, and they cannot connect with the natural energy flow of a living space. They are like a cord that has been cut from the power source. They might be in the right spot, but they transmit nothing. The problem is not whether fake flowers look bad or unattractive. The problem is they have no life. In feng shui, objects without life, when placed in large numbers in a living space, create stagnation, lack of movement, and a feeling of repetition. Have you noticed a room filled with fake flowers, no matter how artfully arranged, still feels frozen-like? Everything has stopped in place with nothing new happening? This influence, though subtle, can seep into your daily mood. You may start feeling bored, uninspired, and sometimes unmotivated to make changes, simply because your environment is not giving you the sense that things are growing. And when all you see is artificial life, how can your mind trigger real excitement? Some may argue that fake flowers make the home look nice for longer and require no effort. True, they require no effort, and that is exactly why they create no connection. A vase of fresh flowers needs care, fresh water, and daily attention, which helps you stay engaged with your home and your own energy flow. Fake flowers just sit there quietly collecting dust. And speaking of dust, this is a huge feng shui no-no. Over time, fake flowers often become a mobile fine dust collection. You may not notice it right away, but layer upon layer of dust builds up on each plastic petal, adding heaviness to the air, both physically and energetically. Sometimes you think you are tired from work, but really you are living with a silent dust garden. Feng Shui does not completely forbid fake flowers, but placing them in important spots, like the living room, workspace, or dining table is worth reconsidering. Those are areas where life energy needs to spread evenly and flow smoothly. A fake flower arrangement does nothing to support the energy flow. In fact, its unmoving beauty can hold energy back. Instead, even a simple fresh flower or a small living potted plant can open up a whole new stream of life energy in your space. Fresh flowers may last only a short time, but each time you replace them, you refresh the energy. That is the natural rhythm of yin and yang in a home: birth, decline, change, renewal. Number 7, thorny plants indoors. Plants with thorns like cacti. Spiky pines, or certain ornamental species with sharp shapes, belong to a group that emits cutting energy. Those tiny spikes may never actually prick anyone, but they send out a very clear feng shui message. I am defensive. I am closed. I do not want anyone close. Now imagine if your home, a place meant to be warm and welcoming, is decorated with a forest of such statements. How do you think the energy will respond? Quite simply, the energy flow in your home will become contracted, closed off, and harder to spread evenly. When energy is spiked, people's moods are also affected, making it harder to relax and easier to feel tense. I have seen cases where household members frequently argued over trivial matters or felt easily irritated without reason. And when I looked closer, I found the home filled with cacti of all sizes. One man even kept a half-meter tall cactus in his office. Then complained, "Every client I meet lately feels prickly." I just smiled and said, "It is not them. Your energy is pricking them." First, thorny plants do not just affect emotions, they also impact financial energy. Thorns symbolize obstacles or blocking force, what feng shui calls hidden killing energy. When placed indoors, especially in areas where energy should be soft and inviting, like the living room, bedroom, or dining table, thorny plants unintentionally create blockages in the yin-yang axis. And where there is a blockage, wealth has trouble flowing through. Of course, not all thorny plants must be discarded. In feng shui, we do not ban, we place correctly. A cactus outside, on a balcony, in a garden, or in a spot meant for defense can be perfect. It can act as a protective layer, keeping harmful energy from entering. But once brought inside into spaces that need harmony and softness, those spikes are like inviting guests over, then surrounding the chairs with barbed wire. Before guests can get comfortable, the energy is already uneasy. If you like plants indoors to boost life energy, wonderful, but choose ones with soft, round, lush green leaves, symbols of growth, friendliness, and peace. Plants, like people, have a personality that strongly affects their surroundings. A gentle plant will bring gentle energy. A prickly one, no matter how well-intentioned, will have a harder time making others feel at ease. Number 8. Broken or cracked mirrors. Mirrors are symbols of clarity of seeing and thinking clearly. When whole, they help circulate energy, reflect light, and expand space. But when cracked, they reflect division. And that division is not only on the surface, it can lead to strained relationships, misunderstandings, tension, disconnection, unstable finances, irregular income, uncontrolled expenses, and even affect mental well-being, making you tired, anxious, and unfocused. I once consulted for a couple struggling with communication. They lived in a modern, decently arranged apartment, but for 2 years had ignored one small thing: a large hallway mirror with a thin crack running from the edge to the middle. "It is nothing. I do not notice it," the husband said. I gently asked, "In these 2 years, have you ever felt close yet distant with each other?" They both froze. This was no coincidence. It was the energy misalignment from a mirror that no longer reflected whole. Umbrella. By principle, anything reflective in your home must be maintained whole, as it directly affects the home's yin-yang energy flow. A cracked mirror is like a fracture in the energy stream. Instead of flowing smoothly, it scatters and changes direction. Good energy that was moving correctly can lose momentum, while bad energy can slip in through those cracks. Visually, a broken mirror also gives a subtle sense of unease, like a silent warning that something in the home is not right and needs change. And if you ignore it, the imbalance can spread to other parts of life: work, finances, emotions, even close relationships. Feng Shui is not only about placing the right object in the right place. It is also about knowing when to replace something that is no longer whole. Because if you keep holding on to what is broken, whether an object or a feeling, you are delaying the creation of space for something new and better to enter. Number 9. Broken or stopped clocks. Clocks are the clearest symbols of movement of time flowing, of life progressing. They do not just count seconds and minutes, they represent the forward motion of life. A broken clock may seem harmless, but in Feng Shui, it sends a very clear message. Things are stalled, growth has stopped. The flow of time, which should flow continuously, is now frozen in a dead moment. This can create a feeling of slowness, laziness, or even a loss of motivation in daily life. And you know, when the mind sees nothing new ahead, the spirit has no reason to keep moving forward. There is another subtle point. A broken clock distorts your perception of time. You may not look at it often, but its silent presence is an unspoken reminder that something is not working right. The mind is very sensitive. It picks up on that state and synchronizes with it. The result? You feel stuck without direction and tend to procrastinate more. Feng Shui does not require you to hang clocks everywhere, but if you have them, they must work. They are symbols of rhythm, progress, and steady cycles. Every tick is a heartbeat of energy flowing through your home. So if you have been living with a wall clock, desk clock, or wristwatch that has long stopped running, consider it a Feng Shui reminder, a reminder that time never stands still. It is only in your space that you are letting it stop. So you have just explored with me 9 decorative items that may seem harmless, yet secretly carry deep effects on the flow of energy, your good fortune, and even the peace within your home. Feng Shui is not superstition. Feng Shui is the art of living in harmony with energy, where every object, every corner of the home, every presence contributes to the overall energy picture. Once you understand this, you will no longer decorate your home based on temporary impulses, but instead begin to place everything with mindfulness, understanding, and intention. Because a home is not just a shelter from the rain and sun. It is the energy nest that nourishes your soul, your emotions, and your destiny every single day. And you deserve to live in a space that makes you feel light in spirit, strong in heart, and abundant from within. If you found this video helpful, share it with your loved ones and friends, because who knows? One small change could be the key to helping someone restore the flow of prosperity that has long been blocked. And do not forget to leave a comment with a positive affirmation. For example, I choose to purify my living space to welcome good things into my life. This is not just a message to me, it is also a commitment to yourself and to the home you cherish. Thank you for listening. I am Master Elliot, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next journeys, where together we will create living spaces that are harmonious, prosperous, and filled with light.